Hi, Jim.
Hi, how are you?
I'm very well. How are you?
I'm good. Good to talk to you.
Great to talk to you.
Um, yeah, the show did really well right out of the gate. Were you kind of on pins and needles waiting to see if people were going to tune in, or were you pretty confident it was going to click?
Oh man, I was absolutely on pins and needles to the point where I had my parents fly down because I needed a bit of support. No, it was very nerve-wracking. But all you can do is just, do the best you can and try to make the best show possible. And we're just so grateful that people watched and hopefully will continue to watch because we're proud of it. We love this show.
Yeah, now you've got to be having a blast playing the bad girl
Oh, it's
after being
so
the
much
good girl for so
fun.
long.
It is. I love playing the good girl too, but I really was up for a new challenge. I didn't want to. I promised myself after Brothers and Sisters I would not work again until it was something completely different, challenging, something that excited me, and this came along and that was that. This was something I wanted to fight for sure.
Okay. And once you were getting involved in the development of the show, were you ever concerned that maybe Emily Thorne would end up not likable because she's not doing likable things, and we know there's a reason behind it, but audiences could be a little fickle.
Absolutely, there's that concern, and it's a fine, it's a balancing game, But I'm a huge fan of Dexter, and that's one of my favorite shows, and one of the best compliments I've received was being called a less homicidal female version of Dexter. Made me really happy. But this is a girl who's gone through, such trauma in her life. Being ripped away from her family at such a young age, going through, the foster care system in her teenagehood, and a very dark sort of teenage life, and finding out that her father is passed away, and I mean, she has lived an incredibly tragic life, and these are the people who are responsible for that. So, in a way, I feel like, or she feels like, she's justified in this, and I think as an audience, you kind of do as well once you see, through flashbacks what she's been through, and these are evil people, and who doesn't want to see, mean, rich people humiliated and sort of destroyed. I mean, it's so fun. I love it.
Now, does Emily have her limits? Is there only so far she would go to kind of get her revenge, or do you think it's
I do. I think
no
she
holds barred?
operates. I think she definitely operates with some sort of moral code, and she's not going in there to kill these people and just get rid of them. I mean, I think her ultimate goal is to watch them suffer, which is just so twisted and wonderful. And she's got her master plan. She's quite crafty. So it's very interesting. I love getting the scripts and seeing all of the ways in which she's executing this big old thing.
Okay. Well, in the pilot, it was really fun to see you take down a supermodel in Amber Valletta.
I know, which is so horrible because I love Amber Valletta. Amber is just such an extraordinary woman inside and out, and I mean I love her, and we'll be seeing more of her on the show as well. She's very talented, so
Oh,
it's
good. Well,
exciting.
my question then is, will Emily always succeed when she seeks out to get her revenge? Is she always going to accomplish it, or do things get in her way?
I don't think so. I mean, nothing always goes as you plan in life. So, there are many things that are already kind of swaying her plan. One of them being Jack, the character of Jack, who is, sort of a link to her past. He was her childhood best friend, and she wasn't expecting him to be there. So that kind of throws her for a loop, and he's sort of dangerous to her on many levels. Whether he will recognize her, whether she'll end up falling in love with him, whatever that is that she's drawn to. She's very much trying to sort of steer clear of him, and nothing goes as planned. So let's put it that way. But she's pretty crafty. She manages to pull off some pretty amazing stuff. So we'll kind of have to watch
Okay.
and see.
Well, the scenes with Madeline Stowe as Victoria are fantastic, but I'm curious, how long is it going to be before Victoria really kind of figures out what Emily's up to? Is it going to be a
Oh
while? 'Cause I
man,
know she's kind
that's a
of
question
already
for
on the
Mike
trail.
Kelly. That's a question for Mike Kelly. But she definitely knows that something's up. But I think it's going to be a while until that's uncovered, because then where does the show go? But yeah, definitely she's on to her. Victoria knows something's up with this girl, and Madeline is just such an incredible actress. And I mean, what she's doing with this character is unbelievable. I think if anything, tune in to watch her, man. She's so good, and it's just exciting.
Okay. Well, continued success. I hope the show continues to do well. I'll definitely be watching.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks, Jim.
All right, thanks, Emily.
Bye.